forever ago we just talked. No, I thought today we want to come out and have a shorter practice. Because of the schedule, we're practicing 4 times this week, which we're not doing at any other time other than this week and next week. So I thought the kids came out, had great tempo, good energy. Came out of the scrimmage the other day relatively healthy. Got Conrad back out there today. Really the only guy that got a little bit dinged was Warren, but he's back for us today, so we didn't lose anybody. Saturday, hopefully we can repeat the same thing this week.
You also got Devin and Patterson back in 7-on-7.
Well, Devin is back. I don't know if we were comfortable throwing him in full time, but Devin, Abby, and somebody else.
Patterson?
Patterson, yeah. They should be full goal from this point forward.
David Gilbert have a setback? He's back in a boot again?
Yeah, not a setback, just the healing is taking place. In the bowl game, he actually retweaked it, set it back a little bit, and then contemplated a couple different things, but it's been healing pretty good. And he's not going to be with us in the spring, but he should be full goal for the summer.
What's
Watts is a groin. Yep. I mean, just it's one of those sports hernias. It's heard like 3 or 4 different things. It's really been our nemesis. That's got Connor Cummins too, Ped, Manessa, all those guys.
It's really been a recurring thing for him too.
You know, there's a guy in Nebraska sent like 10 guys to Germany, and some guy's doing a procedure over there, and now that guy's trained somebody who's doing it like in Virginia, and that's where we sent Manessa and Connor. And then there's a guy in St. Louis who does a different procedure, so we're trying to.
Is there a common theme that causes the injuries for training?
Every one of them is a little bit different. You know, like Devin Smith too. Devin had one, and he didn't play all year because of the foot injury. But as soon as he started going, he was back to being aggravated. So he went to the guy in St. Louis, I think. So all of them kind of kids don't remember exactly what happened or how it happened or when it started. It just starts aching.
Is there one thing now that you're a couple weeks into spring ball that surprised you with all the new coaches that you have, either pleasantly or that's been a challenge?
I've been pleasantly surprised just at the you guys know the way we practice. I mean, we're just pretty fluid. I mean, even today's like today, which is an abnormal practice for us to just go so many different periods so quick, short amount of time. Drives me nuts, but our kids kind of transition pretty good, and I think our coaches, they're all good communicators. I think everybody gets kids in the right spots at the right time, and then I was kind of excited. It may sound weird, but Saturday was our scrimmage, so Sunday, when I came in the office to get grades, I like to see how people grade film, you know, and how they, I don't mandate how they have to do it, but it was kind of interesting perspective that some of them brought to the table.
Is it safe to say your wide receivers have been kind of up and down with Aberdaris out?
Yeah, I think, you know, the part Saturday that jumped out to me, I was sitting there Saturday night with the recruiting function with mainly my offensive coaches. You know, there's possibly 6 starters that weren't in the lineup on Saturday. Whoever ends up being a quarterback, a running back, best tight end in Ped, our best wide receiver in Abby, possibly 2 offensive line positions. You know, so there was a lot of key players that weren't out there. For us to have as much success as we did, I was pretty happy.
Like how Marquise, the last couple of practices, seems to be taking a step forward. Are you talking it's all mental with him now? Is he starting to get over that hump a little bit?
Marquise is a little bit like a box of chocolates. You don't know exactly what you're going to get all the time. He does a lot of really good things. I like the way that he's more engaged right now. I think Zach's done a nice job of doing some independent teaching with him, and he does a lot better with one-on-one. You know, from where he's been right now compared to where he was in the fall, it's been a nice stage.
Who's been the most consistent young wide receivers this spring?
Probably Ike when he's been out there, Ike Williams. I can tell you what some have been consistent in not doing, which makes him consistent, I guess. But I think Ike, to me, has jumped out a little bit. Kenzel's knees are bothering him a little bit, you know, but he was doing some nice things before break. But I think Ike's the one that, if I could just say one guy. I've been happy with AJ too. I think he's going to be a good player, and I don't know if it's going to be next year or the year after, but he's a good player.
I think James Agnew could give you something as a pass rusher.
I think, especially maybe even inside. We're playing him outside, but he really does some nice stuff. Both him and Jesse are going to be very, very good players here. I don't know if it's going to be next year, but I'm really excited about those 2 dudes.
Is that athleticism intriguing with James?
It is, and the power he's got. You know, he's a pretty thick kid, and he's just so raw. You know, like Charlie, and I was walking up with him and Ross Colazzi, and we're just like any reps those guys can get, they benefit. They're just sponges. They want to be. I walk up there Saturday afternoon, like 4 hours after practice, and they're in there watching the film together. You know, I think it's important to them.
Are you at all concerned about the lack of experience you have at wide receiver? Because other than Abby, there's not a whole lot of catches to go around.
You know, I might be weird. I don't get concerned about things I can't control. I mean, we got young players, but you know, really out of the group from a year ago, it's just Nick, you know, left, and I think Abby's going to take a step forward. I think Duck can continue to make progress, and then a couple of those young guys come along. I think that the ability that we're going to have at the tight end, I think tight ends make our wide receivers better, just because I think our offense at times is difficult to defend because of the tight end passing game. You take teams, you know, it really jumped out to me. We played Miami 3 years ago. They just didn't know how to cover a tight end because of our passing game, and that helped our wide receivers in the end.
Tight ends are healthy. They're tough guys.
Arnie's having a hard time. You know, I know Ped will be out there. Waz will be back out there. I think those three right there. I'm very excited about Austin Traylor. I think he's been one guy that during the course of spring has really opened my eyes. You know, he's about 25 pounds heavier than when he came here, and he's got a little bit of nastiness to him. He gets after people. And then Austin Molly, there's just not a lot to him. He isn't afraid of anything. And I've really been impressed with the way Austin Molly catches the ball, as well as Arneson.
So where you thought you'd be halfway through spring?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy where we're at. I always wish you could do certain things better, and today was the first 2 minutes, so I knew that was going to be kind of a cluster, but I'm happy. I think the kids are into it. I was really happy. I told the kids today, and I think it was a couple coaches that were busy in practice on Saturday commented how engaged our kids were that weren't in the game, you know, that weren't on the field. They were helping the other guys out. They were teaching, they were coaching. It was impressive to watch.
How are you breaking up special teams with your coaches? Who's doing what?
Charlie will have punt as he's had the last couple of years. Coach Zani will have punt return. Coach Faulkner will have kickoff return, and Coach Boo has kickoff coverage.
You talked a lot about Melvin the other day. Are there enough carries to go around for a number 3 back?
Well, ever since I've been here, we've used 3 backs every year. You know, and I know certain guys get certain numbers and all that stuff, but we've had to have 3 backs to get us through every season since I've been here. So I think there is. Obviously, you know, you got a guy that has proven it a lot in Monty, but James really looked good on Saturday. I think everybody talks about Melvin just because he's new, but you know, he just kind of falls in line with the rest of them.
Or Mike Taylor and Ethan Hillshot coming along.
Good. Ethan started moving around a little bit. I know Mike's doing some more. Both those guys should when we start summer prep in June. But both of them I like. They're always watching. They're engaged. They're taking reps, and hopefully those surgeons are going to make both of them better athletes.
Thank you.
Cool. Absolutely.